Hey Dub here. Thank you for visiting my channel. I hope that you appreciate the content. This is just a friendly reminder that this channel is partially sponsored by Atrio, which is a service where content creators can find opportunities for other sponsorships. So if you do visit atrio.com and you do sign up, please use the code KDUB4, KAYDU4, and that will help out my channel. Much appreciated. Enjoy the content. Hey everyone, this is KDub0415. We are continuing our Let's Play Paradise Killer series. So before I wanted to visit Crimson Acid, who's over here in the sewers, I wanted to get some blood crystals. So we now have, I believe, 31 blood crystals. It says on the top right, but my timer is covering that. But I'm going to show you a clip of what Crimson Acid tells us before we visit her in the sewers. So I'm going to put that up right now. Alright, so now we're going to get some secrets from Crimson Acid. So let's go ahead and find her here in the sewer system. She is right in here. Yeah, I hear all sorts of noises for things we can get, but they're not right here. So say hello to Crimson Acid.
Crimson Acid.
Hello, Crimson Acid. Good to see you again, lady. It's been too long. Born in the hospital of our martyred goat, England, in AD 1002, under the sign of Endless Moon. As a teenager, Crimson left home to fight for Endless Moon in France. She excelled at guerrilla operations and became known as the glamour of the battlefield due to her stunning beauty and presence. When the Great Betrayal happened, she fled to join the Syndicate.
You.
Hello, Starlight. We're in a dark time. Someone has played a heck of a hand against the Syndicate. It's bad enough to bring the exile back.
Sorry.
Forgive me for being blunt, Crimson, but
Thank you.
the head, things change. While you were gone, I got blessed by the gods. The new look suits you. It adds a certain je ne sais quoi to the ensemble, whatever that is.
That's weird.
What's the A to B to C with the sewer pad? Quiet place to get away from everyone. After I became blessed, Montserrat convinced me to be the Syndicate's idol.
That's strange.
Someone for the citizens to look up to. If you pray hard enough and serve the gods as best you can, yada yada. That kind of thing. It's good to have a place to hide away and run my sideline. Everyone needs their own space. How's the market in secrets?
Good work.
On an island full of snakes where everyone's got something to lose and something to gain?
Good.
Business is
Don't
booming.
be coy.
Look, before we get into the secrets I can tell you, we need to talk about your investigation. Judge brought you back from exile. You have their authority. You can find any truth. Lady, you're in some deep trouble. Not everyone wants you to punish the guilty. You're going to want to remove certain players and redefine the shape of the Syndicate for their own ends. Be careful with the power you've got, lady.
Business is booming.
So you want to buy a secret? I do, but I'm going to hang out first. Got time for a chat, Crimson? You find yourself on an island full of criminals, lady. You're the one trading secrets. Secrets have a life of their own. You ever tried to keep a secret? You can feel them wriggling, flexing, and pressing against the
Good
skin.
work.
They want to get out. They're like parasites. They need to move between hosts.
Nice doing business.
I
with
just
you.
provide a controlled vector for them. I'm not complaining. Illegal is always speedier, especially when it comes to secrets. That's pretty much true. Supply and demand, the islands have changed. We're the Syndicate, the ruling elite. It's easy for everyone in that tower to think that crime is something everyone does but them. I'm just keeping a record.
Oh.
Which you sell. You're the one buying. True. Alright, I want to talk to you about KHX. Got any secrets to sell about KHX?
What do you mean?
Why are you asking?
Sure.
He's missing. He designed the second Holy Seal, and that was key to getting to the Council. I haven't heard anything about it. I know he's missing, but nothing has come up. Where were you last night? I was here at my hideout waiting for Lydia's pickup. I'm always one of the last to leave the islands. Yuri thinks he's funny by making me wait. I left when Judge summoned everyone for the crisis meeting. Anything to collaborate that? Any evidence of that? None. So basically no alibi.
I have a bad feeling
That paints you in a
about
bad
this.
light. I can only tell you the truth. If I knew a mass murder was going down, I'd have got a way to corroborate my alibi. There weren't any whispers of what was about to happen? Nothing. If Henry didn't do this, whoever did it managed to keep it extremely quiet. Am I taking your word on that?
Secrets breed
I'm running a
mysteries.
business here. If I had something, I'd sell it to you. Speaking of Yuri, did you see Yuri last night? Yuri handles Lydia on the last night of an island. You should speak to her. Noted. Did you see the Grand Marshal last
Did.
night? I didn't see Akiko last night. You should speak to her. That's cool. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night? I got nothing more than what Akiko says, which I don't trust. What do you know about the escape last night? Secrets about that haven't worked their way to me about Henry's escape. If you think there's more to it, then there might be physical evidence near the scene. If what the report says is true, the only way to the council building is through the syndicate headquarters. If he went through there, he'd have been logged. Check the nightmare computer logs. I did, and that is not what happened. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago?
We're in a dark time.
Henry's possession worries me. Nothing has surfaced about it. It's either as they say, or someone is keeping it a secret. How did he get the knowledge to communicate with the gods? The library and headquarters is full of forbidden grimoires. You think Henry did
I
it?
have my way.
Do you? I'm asking you.
Weird.
I don't have enough details. How did he escape? How did he breach the seals? The answer to every question seems to be a hand wave, and he's possessed by a demon. Convenient answers are dangerous. Indeed. What secrets do you have? Anyone got a motive for last night?
Business is
Lady, I've got
business.
lots of secrets to sell. I can give you a lot of different people's motives. I just don't have an opinion about who did it.
Sure.
Who's got motive then?
Doesn't add up.
These all come at a price. I'm not handing out candy. Secrets take a lot of work to acquire. I've got something on the Grand Marshal, the Architect, the Doctor, the Happy Couple, and Witness.
Thank you.
Take your pick, but come with your
I'm
wallet.
glad to be back.
You're going to make a tidy profit. You got a point? Any reason why you would kill the consul? I'm going to be straight up with you, lady. This island is full of snakes, and I want you to hear this from me.
Who knows?
I hate what the Syndicate have done to me. I'm an idol they trot out to rally the citizens. I gloss over the misery with a pretty smile. I haven't got anything against idols, but this isn't for me. Mazaret devolved into paranoia. Sorry to speak ill of the dead. He was tightening his grip on all of us.
Thank you.
One of the first things to go on the next island is my little emporium. Dictators can't have someone peddling secrets, can they? Is that enough to drive you to kill the entire council? No, I didn't do it, but someone did, and they're going to want to shift the blame. That's why I'm being straight with you. Gotcha. Alright.
Got it.
Yuri's got some things to say about you. I bet he does. He isn't my biggest fan. He says you want to be a soldier again. Says you want to be in the marshals.
Doesn't add up.
How'd you two start talking about that?
Sure.
Asking around about motives.
Secrets have
And he
a
thinks
life of
that's
their
enough
own.
to be my motive? That I killed the council just to try and get to be a marshal? Are you denying it?
Secrets breed
No, it's
mysteries.
true. Lady, do you really think that's motive for mass murder? That does seem a little bit out there. It sounds tenuous to me. I'm glad you said that. I was dreading the snakes getting to
Don't
you.
be coy.
It's no secret I want out of a life forced on me. I would love to be a soldier again. It has to be done the right way, though, not through mass murder. Absolutely. What do you know about the Second Holy Seal? One of the secrets I've never been able to get my hands on. Oh, she's hiding something there. Only because I've played this game a couple times. Can you tell me anything about the marshals stationed at the first seal?
Nice doing business with you.
This is a juicy one, lady. You buying? 3, sure,
Thank
I
you.
guess. Captain Both was stationed at the penthouse. He and Akiko were in a relationship.
That's strange.
A relationship? Akiko falls in love with her troops. That's why she hurts so much. She has had a string of relationships throughout the islands. Voth is the highest ranking marshal under Akiko. The highest ranking marshals are chosen to guard the council during the birth of a new
The
island.
investigator is here.
So he's murdered last night. Looks that way, lady. Alright, let's talk about Witness to the End's motive. Do you know why Witness would want to kill the council?
Good work.
Let's see your crystal. 1? Sure. I know Witness was growing to despise Montserrat. Montserrat was tightening his grip on us all. Montserrat was given into paranoia, worried about his precious perfect island.
Hey,
History was repeating. The island was shrouded in
don't be
fear.
coy.
We'd all grown complacent and happy in our freedoms. Montserrat had always been building towards a perfect island and a perfect syndicate. As you know, the syndicate was formed with the goal of resurrecting our gods, 24 islands in, and where we weren't doing a good job. Almost all the pyramids out in the ocean stood empty. Montserrat didn't care, though. He decided that was step 2. Montserrat was obsessed with the island sequences. He drifted that way. Most of the syndicate are self-serving and followed. Why worry about the gods if you can get a nicer apartment? Why wouldn't Witness want to go along with that? You've been gone a while. Montserrat changed, so did Witness. Witness didn't trust Montserrat at all.
Investigator
Has
is
Witness
here.
been deceived by a god? Not that I'm aware of. I've never had that suspicion. I think this is just some
Thank
self-radicalization.
you.
He slipped further and further into worship and fear of the astral masters. You don't need to be deceived into being a servant when you've got a healthy dose of the end times fear in you. So Witness murders the council to put fear of the gods into them and refocus Syndicate on our holy mission. I'm not saying that's what happened, but if you want to pin a motive on Witness, it's what I'd go with. Witness believes we're heading for the end times. How can we have end times if our gods are dead or dormant? Only a handful of gods came to Earth. The rest of them are out there. The gods are self-serving morons. They've never looked out for their own kind.
Secrets are dangerous.
Take it up with Witness. I have no time for religious debates. I don't like religious debates. I like discussions. Okay, what's Akiko's motive? Why would Akiko kill the council?
Business is business.
Secrets aren't free.
Oh, I'm glad to be
I'll
back.
spend
Business
2.
is booming.
Good crystals, minimal
I have
imperfections.
my ways.
Akiko is a soldier through and through. She's also their leader. They're the only family she's ever wanted. The marshals aren't syndicate, though. They're citizens, a security measure by Montserrat. They don't have our immortality, and they don't get moved between
Got
islands.
it.
That makes them expendable, too. Precisely. Akiko has endured a millennia of sadness watching her troops die or get left behind. She wants them in the syndicate, get them gene therapied up, and create a battalion of immortal soldiers, end her heartache. She has motioned the syndicate to try and get her marshals inducted, and refused every time. She's hurting and she's angry.
That's
What does she get for
strange.
murdering the council? She wouldn't be promoted to a position where she can change the rules and keep her marshals alive between islands. She'd use the murder to scare the new council. The Untouchables became touched by the hand of death.
Thank you.
She can argue for increased militarization on the next island, scapegoated on a citizen, and panic the next council into creating martial law with troops inducted into syndicate.
Ooh, the
Use loyal troops
investigator
rather
is
than
here.
expendable troops. Precisely. Montserrat was always scared of immortal soldiers having dangerous thoughts and leading a
Don't
coup.
be coy.
If Akiko did this, she proves that the threat isn't from the
The
marshals.
investigator is
Got
here.
any proof? Sure do. I pulled this from the Moon database. You never know when something like this will come in useful. Thanks. Lady, here's more. I haven't got proof, so I'm not charging you for what I'm about to say. Akiko falls in love with her troops. That's why she hurts so much. She has had a string of relationships throughout the islands.
That's weird.
Is there someone special on this island? Captain Voth. He's the highest ranking marshal under Kiko. Highest ranking marshals are chosen to guard the council during the birth of a new island. So he's murdered
Who
last night. We've gone
knows?
through this. Looks that way. So if her lovers are dying when the island ends, her motive is to kill the council to push her agenda through, get her marshals into syndicate, and make them immortal?
Sure.
That's a pretty big bet to
Money.
make. I agree. Something doesn't add up.
Got it.
I'm not convinced Voth died last night.
Business is business.
Don't tease, lady. That sounds like a secret. Don't tease. Don't secrets have costs?
Secrets breed
I'll refund you for our
mysteries.
earlier transaction. Why not? It's a deal. Taking my first steps in the secret trading
Good.
industry. Pleasure doing business.
The investigator
The dead
is
marshals at the
here.
council building aren't marshals. The blood doesn't match.
Weird.
So where are the real marshals? Working on it. If you want to enter the Viper's Nest, you could try the barracks. If I was a marshal looking to lay low, I'd be in there. They don't let anyone in.
Sure.
I'll see what I can find.
Crystal obtained.
Thank you. Lydia and Sam's move. What do you know about Lydia and Sam? I know that it will cost you. Only one? I know about their last job. What last
Don't
job?
be coy.
Back in the day, Lydia told you that after she met Sam, they left the world of assassination for good, right? It isn't that easy. Once you're in that world, you are bound to it until you fulfill all of
I
your
have my
duties. An
ways.
assassin is the most effective tool in the world. All tools have owners. In order to leave their old life behind, Lydia's former master had her do one last job.
Weird.
She had to destabilize a government in Europe. Several dead officials allowed for a regime
What
change.
the hell?
Why didn't you tell me this? We've been friends for millennia. She's ashamed. They vowed to end the killing. Sam helped her do the job. They were in it together. It's not as romantic as the story they told everyone, is it? Always be suspicious of romantic stories, lady. Life doesn't work like that. For the most part.
I have a bad feeling about
Is this what the council murder is? A regime change?
Thank you.
Who can say? Was it revenge? A crime of passion? A regime change? You got some investigating to do. I do. Why would Carmelina, the architect, want to kill the council?
Business is booming.
You know this costs, right? Yep.
Good work.
A pleasure doing business. Carmelina isn't allowed on the council. The Science family were barred from ever being on the council.
Thank you.
You remember her father's crime, right? Romeo's fall from
Ah.
grace? He was deceived by cosmic deceit. Bingo, cosmic deceit deceived him with promises of power. Standard stuff. Cosmic deceit wanted Romeo to sacrifice crying grudge in a ritual. That would give cosmic deceit enough power to resurrect.
That's strange.
Resurrecting the gods is our mission, but not at the expense of deceptions and sacrificing other gods. Romeo was stopped before he could go through with it. His punishment was execution, the rest of his family being barred from a council seat for eternity.
Sure.
Let's say she killed the council. You mean how she's on the throne right now? Could she have been sure she would have been on the new council, that the law would be overturned? It's a gamble. She's the architect of Perfect 25. If the transition to the new island goes sideways, she's a good candidate to handle
Don't
it.
be coy.
That's not a sure thing, though. Who knows what other options Judge considered. Impossible how they'd interpret the law. If this was her goal, I bet she was planning on bargaining with the new council on the new island. Get them to overturn the ruling after delivering Perfect 25. Has Carmelina protested the ruling in the past? She submitted motions to have the ruling overturned and to get on the council. All have been denied, though. Can I see these motions?
Thank you.
Of course, I pulled them from the Moon database. Thank you. I'll give you a little extra for free. I don't know if this helps with anything, though. It may. About 25 years ago, Carmelina went into isolation for a year. No one
What
saw
the
her.
hell?
Any idea why?
Doesn't add up.
She said it was for work. She had a new project and didn't want to be disturbed. Nothing ever came of it, though. We were never shown the fruits of her labor. Interesting.
Got it.
Why do you think this matters? You know when you get a bad feeling and it festers? Maybe I just needed to say it out loud. Maybe it means something? I'll see what I can find. And then Doom Jazz's motive, the doctor. Why would Doom Jazz kill the council?
Thank you.
Got the cash to pay for a secret? This is a big one. The Syndicate's origins aren't what they seem. Absolutely, I'll pay. He knows the original secret. Before the first island, during the Great Betrayal, Montserrat made a mistake that got Doom Jazz's father killed. This was before you joined up with the Syndicate. He was our original military general, a legendary soldier. I'd always heard rumors about him before I joined the Syndicate. There weren't many humans the gods feared, but he was one of them. When the Syndicate fled to the first island, Montserrat made a stupid call to investigate a tomb that was supposed to contain a heavenly weapon. He was wrong, there was nothing there. Doom Jazz's father attempted to hold off the pursuing armies during Montserrat's folly. It was too much. Our pursuers broke through and killed half of the Syndicate before we got away. The incident was struck from history, but some of the existing council members know about it. Aiz Kiwami likes to talk when he's had a drink, and Doom Jazz was his closest friend. He let the secret slip.
What the hell?
Aiz Kiwami had some skeletons in his closet. He got found out. The next island was going to be a bad time for him. He took his own life a few years ago. Ah, okay. They'd been friends since the Great Betrayal, hadn't they? Aiz got Doom Jazz out of the torture chamber where he lost his arms. Doom Jazz refused to give up his medical studying even as the haunted ziggurat in Scotland was besieged. He was captured, tortured, and fled after Aiz broke him out. They were late joining up with the Syndicate, and Doom Jazz missed his father's death. By that time, it had been covered up. Starlight upgrades. How can I help, lady? Crimson, have you got any upgrades for
I
Starlight?
have my ways.
You've come to the right place. I guess you're breaking into those nightmare computers looking for evidence, right? I've got an upgrade which will give you Starlight the ability To read more of the symbols, get you into more systems and more
Business
evidence.
is
I can do it for
business.
10 blood crystals. Best offer. Yep, okay. I'll take it. Nice doing business with you, lady. You'll need to install this manually, lady. Take a look in your inventory. If you need more upgrades, you'll have to look elsewhere. That's the only one I have. You should try buying a drink if you haven't. Heat on the street is that Dead Nebula knows where one is. Indeed, Dead Nebula does. I also heard one of the power station employees found something they shouldn't have. That's also true.
Got it.
I'm on it. How can I help, lady? We're gonna exit.
Key item obtained.
A knowledge tablet for Starlight. Please manually install from Starlight's inventory. These symbols were carved on an altar on the frigid asteroid following the wake of destroyed Eden. Alright, so goodbye. May your journey be endless, and may you reach the moon. So let's go ahead and look at our inventory. That's not the right button. This is. And then install these upgrades. So these are Cosmos glyphs. So when we get to a nightmare computer, we'll be able to take a look at that. Alright, so it's probably wise to save. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and talk to Lydia Daybreak next. She's relatively close, I believe. Yep, right over there. So let's go ahead and try and get to her as quickly as possible. I'm also going to look out for more blood crystals. I think there's one over here somewhere. Oh! Hello there.
The investigator, I presume.
You are correct. Where did you come from? Where does anyone come from?
That's
Who
what
are
my
you?
new name
My
is.
new name is One Last
One
Kiss.
Last Kiss.
Nanny the hell?
New name?
Dreadful.
My old self was left behind, taken from me. I assumed a new form, a new name. I wonder if you'll discover my old self. When you look around this island, what do you see? Unknowable secrets, always on the edge of my vision, rarely allowing me to focus on them.
This island is a
This island is a thousand little tragedies waiting to be discovered. I know where one is. When things die, where do they go? Do you think I am dead? If I am, where would I be?
Got it.
Do you want me to find your resting place, the Syndicate Graveyard? This little game better lead to something. I hope so too, investigator. Yeah, so we will find out who she is relatively quickly if we go that direction, but a memento. Desirable Bear Chan phone charm obtained. Okay. I'm still looking for blood crystals, but those will be scattered around. I got quite a few when I was playing. Well, not really playing, but when I was looking for blood crystals to get the upgrade and everything. So Lydia Daybreak is up here. We're going to save up here as well. See, there's a blood crystal down there. I believe that is the beach area. I'll go ahead and save here. And we're going to end the episode here. So in the next episode, we'll question Lydia Daybreak, and then we will continue journeying around the island trying to find clues. So until the next episode, everyone take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye for now. K-Dub here. Did you like the content? Go ahead and hit the like button. And would you like updates on uploads that I make in the future? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hey, you can even hit the bell and it will give you those notifications. Thank you for your time. Take care.